Sorry, thank you.
Um, last session, you returned triumphant from the TBC destruction. Well, TBC both raised and destroyed a skeleton dragon. Um, and to celebrate, M prepared a meal in his home. I believe Flint also won his bet with M on the way back um, by performing very well for the townsfolk.
I did. I did.
Um, however, it appears that your meal was unfortunately drugged. Um, Flint was able to catch a glimpse of M's callous and unforgiving face before everyone blacked out and ended up in the holding cell beneath M's estate. And while you were able to recover all of your items and such, your horses are gone, and more important, well, not more importantly, but just as important, the tablet and your map to Laurel are all gone as well as the potion recipes. All the things that you've done for M thus far have been taken from you. I believe we sent Sirius sent Killix on his way back to Otto to go take care of his sisters. Sylvander is still with you all as you head out onto the trail, onto the road back towards the Vishian Marsh and Thera, where you have decided to go to consult the Witch of the Ways once again. Also, that you had plenty of new secrets to tell, and in exchange for some assistance trying to get to where you believe M is headed. Now, for the sake of time, we are going to kind of fast track. Does anyone want to do anything while they're on the road, or as there any conversations that are wanting to be had?
Sylvander's still with us, right? That's the
Sylvander
only.
is still with you all, yeah. So
Okay.
he's headed that way currently, because he needs to get back to Old Gamea as well, where he's studying. So he feels like it's a natural course just to go with you if you guys can get there faster anyway. So Sylvander is still with you, but I believe you sent Killix on his way already.
Yeah, Killix got sent home.
Killix is grounded.
Yeah, he's fucking done.
Did you send Killix with anything, by the way?
I sent him with money. How much was it? I think 50 platinum.
Yeah. Some money for for him and your sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that you felt like Killix was honest in saying that he was going to go to Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the trip will take about, since you guys are on foot, before it took about 2.5 days to travel on horse from Thera to Lothlow. This time around, it's a little bit, since none of you have horses, it'll take a little bit longer. Probably closer to 4 days on the road. We will fast forward through that unless anyone wants to say or do anything during that time.
No, I'm down to fast forward.
Yeah, same.
Skip the cutscene.
Where do we go?
Your trip is from Lothlow to Thera is relatively uneventful. There's a storm that comes up that slows your journey a little bit, but a kind trader who has an empty cart as he returns from Lothlow to Thera from trading. He offers you a ride, which actually helps you get there just a little bit faster. As you arrive to the city, you see again the the quiet, peaceful town of Thera. Yeah, we'll jump right ahead to there as you're crossing the hill. You're headed right up towards Thera, and I'll leave it to you guys then. What would you like to do?
Is there a stable master who can sell us horses? Or I guess we're pretty close at this point, yeah.
At this point, you're only about a day's walk from the Vision Marsh. We'll say you've arrived in Thera about midday. So.
Could we even be in Thera?
Yeah, it'll be alright.
Alright.
Well, we don't necessarily need to go to the city, do we? Do we need anything there? Because we just are going to go to the witch, right?
I guess
I
that's
mean,
true.
But you
yeah,
guys
I
wanna go
don't.
to the city for something?
I don't need anything in
you.
Thera.
Does anyone need to stop?
Wait, do we need potions? Do we need like health potions?
Potions seller.
Is there like an alchemist or something that I can go to and purchase some potions?
Oh yeah, this is like the
No,
alchemy town.
this is the land of alchemy.
Yeah, this is definitely a place where you can go buy potions.
Oh yeah. Okay, sick. All right, I want to go buy like a couple of health potions and stuff.
Sure. As you guys, are all of you going into the city, or are you trying to stay on the outskirts? What's going on there?
I'll stay on the outskirts.
I will as
Yeah, me
well.
too.
Sames.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going in alone, boys.
He's on a solo mission.
Then,
I mean, to be fair, you're probably the least suspecting.
Yeah.
Fair. The rest of TBC kind of continues on a little bit ahead, just to the other side of Thera. As Flint, you break off and head into town. As you head into town, are you? How are you going into town? Are you going in like trying to sneak in? Are you trying to just kind of play it cool? Like, what's your demeanor?
I'm gonna try and like sneak in. I'll wear I have like a robe or something from a previous.
From when you try to impersonate.
When you tried to
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
I'll throw on like a robe or something and just kind of like walk in, head down, you know.
Roll give me a stealth check
Oh dear.
if you can blend into the crowd. Or performance. You can roll performance as well.
I would so much rather roll performance.
Huge.
Big roll. As you go in to town, you throw on this cloak and it feels like you're part of the crowd. Like no one knows more than just a figure. Honestly, it's almost to the point where, like in the Assassin's Creed games, when you like can step into a group of people and like all of a sudden you lose all attention.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's almost what it feels like. You can just slip in and out of groups of people and no one pays you any attention. You're able to find a familiar looking potion shop that a couple of your companions went to on your previous visit. A very large shop with tons of potions on display and smells wafting through the air as they create new potions right inside of the building. Flint, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna just kind of walk along the sides of the buildings looking for a place where I can go buy some potions.
Like the one I just described that you found?
Yep.
And walked into.
Sorry, I was
Yep.
typing something to somebody.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're
So
good.
yeah, I'll just and then I'm gonna I guess I'll just walk up to the counter and just be like, hey, how many potions of healing do you have, and what do they cost?
Well, the elf proprietor there looks up and kind of peeks kind of down a little bit, trying to see under your hood. Well, we have many different kinds of potions. What are you looking for exactly?
Healing potions.
Well, I know that, but like, what kind of are you looking for? Greater healing potions, or lesser healing potions, or
How many do you have, and of each?
lesser healing potions are 50 gold apiece.
50.
Yes, and then the greater ones are 150 apiece.
So I don't know the stats 100%. What how much does how
So
much
a lesser healing potion will heal 1d4, and a greater will heal 2d4.
Okay. I'll grab 4 greater healing potions.
Did you bring the? I'm assuming you brought the bag of holding with you.
Yeah. Sirius gave it back to me, so I have it.
Sorry, my bad. Greater healing is 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Oh.
So
Okay. Then what are the
Significant
what are the lesser ones?
So the lesser is 2d4 plus 2 is lesser, and 44 plus 4.
So is it just 44 base no matter what?
4d4, not 44.
Oh.
Not 44. 4. Yeah.
4d4. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah. 44 plus 4.
A lot of healing.
2
Yeah, 44 would be insane.
is lesser.
Okay. I'll still get the greater. I'll still get 4 graders.
Okay. The elf nods and goes and collects them. That will be 600 gold.
Wait, I thought you said it was 100 gold for a greater.
150.
It's 150
All right, whatever. Here
for each one. Yes.
we go. All right, whatever. Here you go.
Okay.
Toss the gold across the counter.
Sure.
A lot of gold to be tossing. It'll be, how fucked up it is if you want to go get a slushie and just threw quarters at him.
You imagine just throw pennies? Here you go, idiot.
The guy at 7-Eleven was pissed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
He is taken aback a little bit by that you just tossing the coins, and he peeks again underneath your hood. You look familiar. And he pauses and he's trying to examine you.
You've never seen me before, bro.
Roll either persuasion or deception.
Okay.
Pretty good. Huh. Sorry, I thought you looked like this wonderful bard that came to our town a little while ago, a couple weeks ago. But, sorry, I guess I was mistaken. You have a nice day.
Yeah. See ya. I'll quickly slide out the door and rush out of town.
All right. As you are leaving the shop, there's actually a decent crowd of people in the middle of town. It takes you a little bit longer than you expect to get through. As you're leaving town, roll one more stealth check.
Well, can we go back to the me going through the crowd?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Can I roll like a perception, just like see like what's going on, like why there's so much of a why there's such a crowd?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you're able to spot banners going up. There seems to be some kind of festival that's being prepared. There's more people in town than there was when you had previously visited Thera. And it does look like there's a lot of people who aren't familiar with the area as much. There also seems to be quite a few guards roaming the streets as well.
Okay.
Which is where I'll have you roll your stealth check as your exit.
Okay.
Tell him you want to start an and get rich to buy bandits and buy love to complete your quest of life.
As you're kind of slipping through the crowd, someone steps on the hem of your cloak and pulls it off your head. Your bright red hair and red beard suddenly, appear in the middle of this crowd.
Oh, dude.
And you hear a couple whispers. Suddenly, there's a couple more eyes looking towards you. People are pointing at you. And you do hear the word TBC uttered. You start hearing whispers saying things like, I heard they stole something. Or, I love the story of them traveling through the marshes. Or, small things like that. You did spend a couple days in Thera performing, so they did hear a couple of your stories of your travels. But there's a lot more people paying attention to you now.
I must just carry a passing resemblance to who you guys are talking about. I don't know who you guys are talking about.
You say this kind of as one person stops you and starts kind of getting excited. To
Yo,
talk
what's
to
up,
you.
Loco?
And
That's funny.
even asks.
But
for
this
you to
town
play a
hates
song.
us, so I don't know if I can do that here.
And then as you ask that, as you say that, roll persuasion or deception once again. Nice. The person, your fan that stopped you, it's a young boy. Who is dressed pretty, not poorly, but very plainly, and he looks extremely disappointed. And says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were part of TBC. They seem very cool."
They do seem very cool,
And
don't
he-
they?
he
I've
nods.
also heard of them. I appreciate you saying that I look like the famous renowned bard. And can I roll like a sleight of hand check and do I have never mind. I don't think I have the thing. I don't have
What do you try?
I was
Yeah.
I was gonna see if I could sleight of hand roll and sign his cloak or something. But I don't have a a
You have
pen or
no-
ink or anything on me.
That might be a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
I will say though that the boy, says, "Well, I'm so sorry for getting you mixed up," and he reaches down and picks up your cloak that's fallen to the ground. It's been trampled a little bit, and hands it to you.
Thank you, young man.
Nods and he goes about his way, a little more somber than before. But you're able to put on the cloak and leave town at this point. As you're exiting town, going up the hill a little ways, you're able to find the rest of TBC, who are waiting, eating a mid-afternoon meal. We'll say that you guys collected a couple of supplies from M's kitchen as well.
Yep.
Before you left, that you have some food for the journey. And now you are all back together again. Flint, you arrive back with the group.
Oof, that was close. Being this famous is it's rough getting around these days, you know.
That's why I try not to attract attention to
Go into the
myself.
city.
Would you say, Con?
I said that's why I didn't go into the city.
Well, everybody said that I looked like that super famous, awesome bard, so
I'm sure everyone said that.
I even got to sign somebody's cloak.
So they know that you were
Well, they
there?
know we're here, yeah.
Not necessarily. I was sneaky about it.
You sneakily told somebody that you're here.
I didn't tell him. I just signed his cloak. He doesn't even know who I am.
You just signed
Can
the
I roll,
code
can I
with a
roll
random person?
insight? Can I roll insight to see if he's
Yeah.
lying?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Bro, you're
There
never
you
gonna
go.
beat, you're
I
never
was
gonna beat
gonna-
his deception.
I don't even know why I fucking suggested it.
Wait, am I rolling
Yeah,
deception too?
Yeah, you go for roll deception. Let's do a contested roll.
Holy.
Dog, that's what I'm talking about.
You're never
Dude,
beating his
plot
deception,
armor.
bro.
It's never
Dude.
happening.
Plot armor is crazy.
I just had to check.
Um,
I had to check if the plot armor was still there.
Of course, dude. Of course.
You can't tell if he's lying, but you definitely still feel like he's BSing something about his story. You just can't pinpoint what it is.
Got you.
And so it's just frustrating you at this point.
So, anyways, let's be on our journey. We got a witch to go see, huh?
What'd you get?
Oh, I got some potions. I got some healing potions for all of us.
How many did you get?
I got 4 greater healing potions.
So who's not getting the potion?
I already have a greater healing potion.
Exactly.
go.
Calculated.
My fault. I'll let you cook next time.
Thank you. Actually, don't let me cook. I'm a terrible cook. Growing up in the mines, I didn't learn anything about cooking.
Yeah, learn anything about mining either.
What are you talking about? I was like employee of the month like 3 times.
Nah, you know that's not the truth.
You want to do this again?
I ain't doing that. I ain't, bro.
No!
Oh, he did it!
He beat the plot
He
armor.
He's playing the plot armor. This is it. This is the turning point.
This is it. There's a flaw. He bleeds.
He bleeds. God, bleeds.
He bleeds.
All right, fine. It was only twice. But it was when I was younger. I stopped caring when I got older.
Happens to a lot of us.
You all start packing up your things. Sylvander, you before you left, you were able to find some more comfortable clothes for Sylvander, and some miscellaneous gear from around the house that would help him out a little bit. I'm assuming Sylvander will probably be the person that does not get a greater healing potion because there's technically 6 of you currently.
Yeah, I ain't giving him nothing. I thought he was leaving us anyways.
Once we get,
Well, he'll leave you once you get
the
to.
witch.
he's trying to get to the same continent or little island, I guess, that we are.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
He's just not going to the same place as us.
Okay.
So, Yeah, he's saying, yeah, if you guys know a shortcut to get across the ocean fast, sure, I'll go that way. But yeah, Sylvander is geared up enough to be, be around you guys. Question for Taledriel. This is a character question for Sylvander specifically. Was Sylvander ever like a fighter growing up at all?
No, he was like me.
Okay.
A little wimp.
So
Yes, I'm a wizard.
He doesn't seem like he would be extremely helpful in any kind of fights, but you guys feel like he could at least defend himself in a pinch. As you start making your way up over the hill, you're able to see the Vishine marshes down below. It's starting to invoke some memories, some of them pleasant, some of them not so much, of your last time in the marsh. And if you remember, when you left the witch's hut previously, she teleported you from her hut to the edge of the swamp. At this point, you still have no clue exactly where in the swamp her hut is. But you arrive at the edge of the Vishan marshes later into the evening. I would say probably actually quite late, probably around like 10 p.m. or so. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Probably camp instead of trying to navigate the swamp tonight.
I agree. Start next thing or first thing in the morning.
Agreed.
Sounds great. Then in that case, we'll have everyone roll a perception check just for group perception to get through our the night.
Go click button.
I think we all tried to roll at the same time.
Yeah, you actually beat me.
Wait,
Oh, you
what?
Wait.
It delayed like 15 seconds.
Oh, that's tragic.
I mean, 20 is still insane. There's just not in
Yeah,
that
20 still
20.
good. Your all your watches kind of are uneventful. Khan and Terragrim, you see a lot more movement in the marsh, and you hear a lot more noises throughout the night. Now, nothing exits the marsh towards where you're camping. But the swamp is definitely alive at night. More so than it had been during your last journey. You all wake up bright and early the next day. And from here, as we go into the marsh, we're going to do... Well, first of all, we're going to change the music because this is a little bit too...
Just happy-ass marsh running.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give me like
The
Sims
next
3 vibes.
like that flail. Okay.
It's a little spooky.
We're gonna do the same thing we did before. So in turn, each of you will roll a d6 when I tell you to, and something will happen as you travel through the forest, depending on what you roll. This time, before you had to reach 4 successes before you hit 3 failures. This time, it will be 3 successes before 3 failures.
The ways of the marsh.
We will actually use your perception checks to tell you how it's going to work. So, Terragrim, would you please roll a d6 for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a gamer.
It's just a gamer moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
As you begin through the forest, through the marsh. It's a lot more wet than you remember. There seems to have been a lot of rain in recent days. The muck beneath your feet is a lot harder to travel through, and the vines are getting pretty thick as you go through. Serious, as you are walking, your shirt kind of snags on a vine. You're able to kind of pull it off a little bit easy. Deathroll, as you and Sylvander are walking side by side, one vine kind of snags around your leg and you stumble a little bit. Khan, as you're walking, the vines are starting to get thick enough that you're actually having to push them aside to get through them. And Terragrim, you suddenly feel like a vine is wrapping around you of its own accord. In fact, slowly as you're walking, everyone's slowing to a halt. A lot of the vines are starting to wrap themselves around you of their own accord. I will need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Right
Dog, a
on, Lucky.
strength? That's unfortunate.
Wait, can I use dexterity to dodge it?
Ain't no way I rolled a
know.
3, bro.
Oh, huge!
The big buff wizard!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
A 0!
Oh
Holy
my
boy.
All right, let's see it.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm crazy with it.
Yeah, this is the failure I'm thinking, guys.
yeah, this is a failure.
oh no.
As you start to feel the vines sneak around you, Deathroll, you actually, in a sudden burst of adrenaline, rip the vines right off. And you stumble away and start looking at your companions. As each one of them starts to struggle against the vines, and more vines are snaking down, and they're getting tighter and tighter and pulling them in. And every single one of them is struggling, including Sylvander. And your companions are starting to be lifted up into the air towards the tops of the trees. Sirius, with the natural one, vines wrap around and around you and cover your mouth and cover your eyes as you struggle. And your vine seems to be moving quicker than the rest of you. What are you guys doing?
Can I hellish rebuke the flames that are wrapping around me to burn them? Or hellish rebuke the vines to...
There's a verbal component to that, yeah?
Oh, there
No.
Is there a verbal?
I think
How are you, right?
is
Is
there? Hellish rebuke.
It is. It does
There
have
is.
verbal.
Yeah, verbal and some other.
It does have verbal, and the vines are covering your mouth currently. So I'm going to say that you can't do that now. You think it though, for sure. You feel like,
I'm
man,
gonna-
I'll just get these vines off my mouth. And we'll even say that you start shouting, trying to get it, but the vines are pulling back on your mouth, almost like a gag.
Can I firebolt Khan's vine?
Yes, you are welcome to do so. It will be a risky. We'll say that in order to avoid hitting Khan, you have to You probably have to roll higher than a 15 to avoid getting caught.
Hey, Colin, want me to try and get you out?
Sure.
Let's go.
He's like, sure, whatever. I
Sure.
don't care.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
your
Oh,
firebolt
dude.
shoots through the air and hits some of the thicker vines that are kind of holding Khan up. Khan's not a small guy, so like there's more thick vines that are wrapping around him, and the vine starts to burn away. Khan, you're welcome to make another strength check this time, not a save, but a check. That is enough. You're able to rip the vines off of you as you're being pulled into the air, and you crash back down to the ground. You only rose a couple feet.
I probably can't do the somatic components right now, right?
At the moment, your arms are bound, so I would say no.
How close? Like how high up is everyone else?
At this point, so Khan, you were only, 2 feet in the air, maybe. At this point, Sirius has been lifted up about 5 feet, and everyone else is climbing up below him around 3 or 4 feet in the air.
I'm gonna completely relax.
Okay, interesting. As you do so, more vines start to snake around you as you open up yourself to being grappled further.
If I like, can I jump high enough to hit the vine that's
This
holding
isn't very
Sirius?
Can you jump to do what?
Wait, so Sirius is like 5 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
can
can
just
grab me.
So-
You could just grab me. What the-
Oh, I can just pull you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can try
vert-
pulling you.
Vertical jump? Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
Well, if he's
I
5 feet in
will
the air,
have you make
my arms probably reach up to around like, I don't know, 8 feet.
He's a
9
big
feet.
boy.
Yeah, you probably would. Yeah. I'll have you make either probably an athletics check to see if you can grab onto the vines to kind of start pulling him.
Oh, what is this? 2?
Yo.
As
the
you're
vine
2
grabbing,
and a
came
3 in the last 3 checks,
Sure.
bro.
grab the vines because again he's about 5 feet in the air, so he's like right there at kind of at eye level at this point. Your hands start to get wrapped in vines, and they start to snake around your arms, and all of a sudden, as you were about to pull him down, suddenly your arms are starting to raise.
What a
as you start to get
catastrophic failure.
tangled up. As at this point, everyone's about 6 feet in the air. Khan, you haven't left the ground yet, but your hands are wrapped up right above your head.
Can I like try to slip my arms out and then free my mouth
Make
so I
an
can breathe?
acrobatics check.
Holy.
Yeah, you're definitely able to slip one arm out. As the vines start to kind of wrap themselves and focus on Khan a little bit.
With that free arm, can I like get a dagger? Can I get a dagger out?
Yeah, we'll say you're able to reach one of your daggers.
I want to try
Um,
freeing my other
okay.
arm. Yeah.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Oh, we did it. We're so back.
Wow.
He critted.
Crazy.
We crit.
Sirius, you're able to slice the vine completely free from your other arm. So at this point, even though your mouth is covered, you can see a little bit. Your arms are completely free now. And with that natural 20 as well, the vines will start reeling as you cut them. And you're flailing in the air, and you start to be lowered a little bit. You actually go down another foot to be around where everyone else is at this point.
Okay.
Anyone else trying to do anything?
Yeah.
I don't really have much I can do in the way of like spells or anything, so I'll just keep like struggling against it as best as I can.
I already did something, but whenever we can do another thing, I'm just gonna try and pull down on me and Sirius.
Okay. Terragrim, make a strength check.
Big nat 20. I will
Saving throw or just straight strength check?
Your straight strength, yeah.
check. You already wrapped.
20. This is it. Probably.
Ooh.
What?
You're definitely struggling, and you feel like if you struggle long enough, you could do it. But you're hanging in the air. It's actually starting to, and you've been walking through the muck for maybe an hour or two now. Your strength is starting to deplete a little bit as you're struggling. At this point, Terragram, everyone except for Sirius, so Terragram, Flint, Sylvander, you are all about 7 feet in the air. Starting to get out of reach of people. 7, 8 feet in the air. Sirius, you're down to about 6 feet. Con and Fleedrill, you guys are obviously fine currently.
I'm gonna just shout out,
Con,
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just let the vine take you. The witch has complete control over this swamp, and she won't let anything happen to me.
I struggle harder.
I want to ignore him and yell out. Drew, I have a flask of oil. I'm gonna throw it down and set this whole thing on fire.
Sounds good.
You're able to, Sirius, you're able to get the flask of oil free. Where are you throwing it?
I want to crack that bad boy open and like just throw it around so oil gets everywhere.
Yeah, you're definitely able to do that. You kind of start hitting it against your side, and then if that's not working, you use the back of your dagger to crack it open. And as the oil starts spilling out, you're able to spread it all over.
I just look at Con and tell him step back.
He can't. He's wrapped up.
I'm wrapped up, bro.
Oh, you're wrapped up?
Yo, Con,
Yeah,
rage. Rage.
I think I'll be alright, bro.
Alright. I cast Firebolt.
Okay. Where are you aiming?
Anywhere the oil is, so it's everywhere, right?
Yeah. So since you can use one firebolt, where would you like that to be centered?
Say it again?
Where do you want to send it?
Where do you want to center it? Since you have one mote of fire.
Are they like grouped up? Like, are they like all different places?
Yeah,
Like,
you guys are pretty close together. Some of them are higher than the rest, obviously. We'll say that Sirius wasn't able to get super high with the oil, but it looks like everyone's got a little bit on them.
who's in the middle?
Probably
Serious.
me.
Serious? I want to just
Yo,
chuck it
send
at
it at
Sirius.
me. I have hellish resistance. Send it at me.
Well, you can also just send it above you, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to like in Sirius' general direction, a little bit above him.
Okay. At this point, everyone except for Sirius is about 8 feet. Is over 8 feet in the air. Make an attack with your firebolt.
No!
Nat 1, bro.
That is
No way!
Firebolt
Die to some vines.
whizzes right past and just shoots off into the distance. Doesn't hit anything.
Okay.
And in fact, not even a spark catches the oil on fire.
I want to hellish rebuke the fire or the oil.
hellish rebuke the oil. I think I don't. Can
What if
It
I
doesn't
bite my own hand so I take damage and then fucking
You hellish
Oh,
hellish
rebuke
rebuke
yourself?
myself? Hellish
I
rebuke
love
myself.
Wait, how long is my
that.
quarterstaff?
That would be hilarious.
I want to bite
Quarterstaff?
myself and hellish
What?
rebuke
5
myself.
feet? 4 feet?
What if I just bonk you with my quarterstaff?
Oh, he doesn't. You don't want. You don't want to get.
You don't want to
rebuked,
get
you wanna
raveled
rebuke
up.
him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
He's gonna lay. He's gonna
wants
do it to
yeah.
himself, so it lights on fire.
So, desperation, Sirius looks around and decides to bite his own hand.
Wait,
as
wait.
he
I
goes
bite
to-
my
never
thumb
did.
at you, sir.
Um,
Laughing right now.
make a dex save for yourself, Sirius.
I
And
need
I
to
believe
pass a
that is
12.
the save.
Oh no, 14.
No, your hellish rebuke is 13.
Yeah, it's 13.
Oh,
You're looking at
you're talking about
Firebolt is
the
14.
This is the deck save for hellish rebuke. I just put it in chat. It says deck save is 14. Is it because I leveled up?
14. Why is it saying 13 on the other
I
one?
see 13. Yeah.
Yeah, I see
Um,
13 as well.
Well, you do resist fire damage.
Yeah, I resist
anyway.
fire anyways, and I have uncanny
So-
dodge.
Roll. So 12 fire damage is the amount. So you would take 6 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As you are suddenly engulfed in flames. It's pretty spectacular sight because the oil catches right around you and starts licking itself up, and the vines above you snap as you and Khan kind of stumble to the ground. As you land in the muck, the fire puts itself out fairly quickly. As you and Khan are now able to untangle yourselves. The rest of you are now over 10 feet into the air. And we'll say this is now all of your
You're
last
good,
chance
Kish.
to
Right
do
now
something.
we're in the middle of a D&D
Sirius
session.
and Bleedrill,
We're
I'm going
doing
to
the
say that you
D&D
guys
right now.
can't do anything.
Thanks for coming and hanging out
And
with us.
Khan, actually, the ones on the ground, we're focusing on Sirius at this point. I don't know if there's anything that you guys can do to save the other three.
I didn't do anything though.
But you've been tangled up in the vines. So we'll say that you're able to get out of the vines. So yeah, Khan, you're able to do something. If you would like.
I do want to do something.
Okay,
I would like to throw a hand axe at each
Okay.
vine to free the two people that I actually care about.
Bruh.
All right.
Sorry,
All
what?
right. So
Wait,
I'm assuming
who are you?
so
Yeah.
for the two, you have your choices.
Not
are
sure,
Terragrim
man.
and Flint.
Terragrim and Flint. Okay.
Yeah, not Sylvander.
Make an attack for Terragrim first.
Okay.
I'm dying to these vines.
Oh, ignore the -5. I can't use Great Weapon Master.
That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So you're able to throw it in the air and slice some of the vines off. Suddenly, with his weight and only a few vines holding him, Terragram starts to sink down.
Yo, catch him.
Make your second attack for Flint.
I got you, Flint.
Yo, got him.
The Flint one actually slices through the thicker vines, and suddenly the thinner vines start to snap as Flint plummets to the ground. Right into the muck, face first.
Nice.
I can only do so much, bro.
Guys, the witch had me, okay? But I appreciate your efforts anyway.
The drugs have not worn off.
Sylvander is going to make a strength check trying to escape. It's a 6.
Uh-oh.
Mikey.
As he gets higher and higher. Terragrim, you are not on the ground quite yet. I'll allow you one last chance to do something though.
Did I regain any like? Can I move my arms or anything now, or?
We'll say that your resolve is a little bit better than it was before. I'll let you make a strength check with advantage this time.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a 2 and a 4.
I thought that was gonna be. That's good though.
If it was
15
a
is way better.
that was so bad. As you struggle, the axe that cut you down give you a little bit more hope for getting out of this, and you start to yank on the vines, and finally they start snapping, and you're able to kind of land on your feet in the bog. Sylvander, though, is wrapped up in the vines and is carried off into the trees.
Rip to your best friend, by the way.
Unlucky, bro.
We will consider this a success.
Nobody important got lost.
Holy.
If any of you guys had been taken away, it would have been a failure. But the fact that it's Sylvander, I will grant you a success for this.
Sylvander.
Yeah, where did Sylvander's slander coming from? Hello?
Sylvander's currently MIA, as far as you guys know.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sylvander got taken away. I'll
That's-
consider it a success.
Unlucky.
It was going to be a failure for anybody, but if it was anybody other than Sylvander, yeah, it would have been a failure. But Sylvander is not a playable character, so we'll consider
Damn.
that you guys did your best.
Someone should have warned him about the swamp.
Yeah, you guys didn't really spend a lot of time talking about that. He has had a rough couple months, and so yeah. All right, we're gonna go back. I believe Khan, you are next. Roll a d6 for me. 6.
Wait, real quick. My axe is cut through the vines, right?
Yeah.
So I can like retrieve them.
Yeah, make a either investigation or perception check. It is a swamp.
Bruh.
You don't find.
I just lost both my hand axes for you guys. I hope you're happy.
I have a spare hand axe
crazy.
I can give you.
All right, I'll take it.
Beautiful. You guys start to brush yourselves off, and you see that the vines are kind of taking Sylvander in like in a direction. It wasn't just up. They started to move through the trees. Based on the fact that you guys did so much to save him in the first place, I'm assuming that you probably feel like at least that direction is a good way to start.
I say we follow
walking. Well, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say Deathroll probably. In fact, I would expect Deathroll probably just start taking off in that direction.
That's it. I'll definitely
What do
go
you
as
think?
well.
As you guys start to make your way through the forest, trying to find where the vines are taking Sylvander, suddenly rain comes out of nowhere. A huge downpour. And suddenly your movement is a lot slower than it was before. I need everyone to roll just a d20.
Oh!
There's 220s?
There's-
Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh my
And a
goodness.
19.
That's bad.
Where were these rolls when we needed to get through shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, well then, Sirius and Khan, well, as you're traveling through the muck, every one of you, except for Taledriel, you do require a little bit of help, but with 2 nat 20s in your party, they're definitely able to help you up through the muck as you are traveling through this heavy rainstorm. Sirius and Khan, I need you both to roll animal handling.
Oh. Wait, we do have the potion of animal friendship.
I was gonna say I have that.
Someone has it, yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Unlucky.
Hey.
The spirit of mouse.
You both feel something small but like solid land on either of you have hoods.
Yeah, I do.
No, I do not.
Okay, so Flint or Sirius, you feel something land on top of your hood. While Khan, you feel it just land right in your hair. Khan, you can feel it directly on top of your head. You know it feels pretty slimy. Even against the rain that's pouring down right now, you can feel this slimy, cold thing on top of your head. What do you do? What do you do? Both of you, what do you do?
Wait, what do I get with the 15 animal handling? What was that? Roll for?
You feel something land on your head. We'll get to the animal handling in a bit.
Okay.
But what do you do?
I'm just gonna grab it.
Okay.
I want to look at Con and say, what the fuck is on my head? I'm not gonna touch it.
On you look and you are not sure what you're looking at. It's a little bit dark in the rain. We'll say your animal handling. You're not able to identify what it is on top of his head. As you grab it, though, it feels it's slimy, like exactly how it felt in your hair. And you pull your hand down and you see a frog. Very colorful frog. And
Probably one of these.
You lift it up and show Sirius. You look back at this frog, and it flicks its tongue right at your eye. I guess make a deck save for that. See if you can close your eye fast enough. Your reflexes.
You ain't beating frog solos, honestly.
I'm mad, bro. I got this.
Too bad he's not wearing the glasses.
True, actually.
18.
Oh.
Great. Wow, yeah. You're able to close your eye in time, but the sudden movement is still, like, just surprising to you, and the frog slips right out of your grip and hops away. Sirius, your frog has not moved.
I want to, like, based off of what he showed me, could I tell if it was a poisonous frog or not?
Roll. Well, with your animal handling roll, I'll say you understand that it is poisonous, but it doesn't have any kind of, judging by the fact that Khan's hand isn't swelling up or anything like that, it's probably only poisonous if ingested.
Yeah. I want to take off my hood.
Takes a bite.
Venomous.
Yeah, bro's just feasting right now.
So, you're taking off your hood, or what are you doing? Like how are you doing it?
I want to like take it and then like take the edges of the hood and like bling it back to try to throw the frog off of my hat or the hood.
Yeah, you're able to do that. You fling it back, and you put your hood back on, and there is still a weight on top of your head.
I look at Khan and I say, "Is the frog still there?"
Khan, the frog is still there.
Yeah, there's still a frog there.
Oh my god, bro, get this fucking amphibian off of me.
Can I grab his frog too?
Sure, yeah, you can go and try and grab the frog.
I'm gonna grab his frog.
As you go to grab it, it hops to the other side of his head and hops down onto Sirius's shoulder. Sirius, you can finally get a good look at it, and it has the biggest, dumbest looking smile you've ever seen on an animal before.
Wait, I think I have a picture for this.
Look, I got it off your head.
Yeah, do you? I have one too. If you
Send yours. I probably can't find mine.
let me see. Okay. I'm gonna send it over to the Discord. Let's see.
A frog?
Yes, this is what the frog looks like.
Wait.
Bro's goofy.
Bro is goofy looking. I like it.
Can I do like a nature check? Now that I can see him more
Sure.
clearly?
Yeah.
There's no way I have 0 intelligence. Fuck it, yeah. That's my dumb little frog.
Brutal. Brutal.
Yeah, dumb little frog.
Barely know it's a frog.
Barely know. I was like, damn, it look kind of like a toad. I think it's a frog. I wanna reach into my pack and grab a sugar cube
Okay.
and like
yeah,
put
you're
it
able
in
to do
front
so.
of the frog's face.
The frog looks at it and looks back up at you and looks back at the sugar cube, and his tongue whips out and he takes it. He's small enough that the sugar cube looks like you could see the shape of a cube in its mouth, like sticking from its face. But it still has a stupid little grin on its face.
Okay, I've decided that this frog's name is Toad, and as long as he stays on my shoulder, I will protect him.
You are now the proud owner of a poisonous frog named Toad, who seems to like you very much.
A poisonous frog named Toad.
You
Now we
also
gotta
have a
go get
horse named
Mouse.
Not to be
I know.
confused with his horse named Mouse. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bruh.
This is a success for you guys.
Let's go.
We will go to, let's see, who is it? Flint, roll d6 for me, please. Okay. As you trump through the forest, you see the rain start to let up. And ahead of you, there is something hanging in the air. It's swinging back and forth from a vine.
Wait, a what? Swinging back and forth?
You're not sure. You can roll perception though. We'll have Flint. You roll perception.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception on that.
It looks like a body.
Oh, does it?
Yep, and it seemed to be that the body's wrapped in vines, and it's hanging from a single vine, just swinging a little bit in the breeze. As you get closer, Taledriel, you can see it. Definitely Sylvander.
Poor guy.
Was he
very much
noosed?
alive.
Poor guy. Never
Okay, I
had-
thought he was like noosed, like
I-
swinging.
Yeah,
like,
the way you
neck.
described it sounded
I
like
know.
Whoa! We just totally like
This-
Paul brothered
At
this.
this point, yeah. At this point, he just looks discouraged. He doesn't seem like he's in any pain anymore. The vines aren't moving anymore. He just looks like he's had a rough day. Can you guys get me down?
Deathroll, or not Deathroll, what's his name?
Oh, man.
Sylvander.
Sylvander, how'd you get up there?
Sylvander does not look amused by your statement.
Can I like
Doesn't
aim
say
an
anything.
arrow at a vine and shoot him down?
Yeah. He's only hanging by one vine currently, so yeah, go
Okay.
make an attack.
Yeah, I want to sneak so I have advantage. Thoughts?
Yeah, sure. You can hide behind one of your companions.
There we go. I'd be on con.
Okay. Yeah. As Sylvander is like looking very downtrodden by Flint's really poor attempt at a joke, or maybe it wasn't an attempt at a joke. It was just in poor taste. Suddenly, an arrow whizzes above his head and nicks the vine, which starts to slowly peel apart and it snaps, and Sylvander dumps the ground, groaning. And as he gets up, he. So this was better than taking a boat?
Listen,
That was my plan.
we're not famous for nothing, okay?
We're not famous.
What are you? What are you?
I already
famous
told
for?
you I signed a fan's thing. We're famous.
A fan's thing who didn't know you were there.
Well, I'm making us famous. We're working on it.
So they just have a random signature of a guy.
Correct. But
Okay.
they're gonna be like, "Hey, this guy's really cool. He signed my thing."
As you are talking amongst yourselves, you're shedding on like a little bit more of a dry patch than you've been. I mean, it's still wet. It did rain, but it's a little more solid ground, less, mucky bog. And we'll have Sirius. You make a perception check first.
Big perception.
You start to notice that there are figures in the trees.
Oh no.
We're in the trees.
Kind of all around this area. They're humanoid in shape, but they're not quite human from what you can tell from down here.
I think we're being watched by something.
As you all turn to look up, kind of where Sirius is gesturing, there's like a lot more figures. There's like dozens of figures in the trees. What do you guys do?
Let's keep it pushing.
Yes, just
So you
keep
can
going.
ignore them.
Not gonna do anything unless they do something first.
As you start to keep moving on, you help Sylvander to his feet, get the vines off of him. The figures in the trees start hopping from tree to tree. Very agile, like you can see that they are holding items. You can't quite tell from down here exactly what they are, but a lot of them have sticks in their hands and other things in their and slowly they start to amass closer in front of where you're at, so that instead of being surrounding you, they're just kind of starting to form right in the trees right in front of you. They start getting lower and lower down the trees, as if to start to block your path.
I'll just shout out, we don't want any problems. Let us pass through the swamp.
Suddenly, two humanoid figures jump down from the trees, landing right in front of you. Standing in front of you are two human-sized bipedal frog people.
Oh,
They might know
Or toad
Toad.
people.
You stole
they
their
might know
cousin.
Toad.
They're warty enough to probably be more like toad people than frog people, but to you, they just look like Toad, the frog.
Did you steal one of their
Except
babies?
not quite as colorful. They're very brown, very gray looking, and they are definitely covered in large warts. Their heads are exactly like you envision a frog or a toad head to look on a human body. Their feet and their hands are webbed, but they do have a primitive form of clothing on them as well.
It's Tom Kench.
Okay.
Welcome to the bayou.
Call me king. Call me demon.
Do they speak?
They stand there. They're pretty stoic looking. They don't say anything. But their eyes are like frog eyes, so they're big and they have kind of like they're yellowing with like a black line through them. And they're kind of just standing there, and you can't quite tell if they're looking at you or past you, around you. It's pretty unnatural.
Can you ask Toad if he knows these people with the animal talking thing?
It's animal
It's
friendship.
a ritual.
Takes me
He's
10
like,
minutes, I
oh,
guess.
that
Yeah.
thing.
We'd have to sit here for 10 minutes.
I want to reach into my pack and throw 2 sugar cubes towards them, like roll them towards the ground.
Interesting.
As he does that, I'm just
As
gonna say hello
you
and see if
reach
they
into
respond to me.
your pack, to pull out some sugar cubes, and you said you toss them on the ground in front of them.
Yeah, I would like roll them, like roll it towards them. I don't want to like throw it at them.
Sirius bends down and he gingerly kind of like rolls them towards it, and the two toad people start like twisting and turning in like odd angles and start looking down, like moving their head to look at them instead of moving the eyeball. And they start to lean down and kind of reach towards this little white cube. They pick it up in their webbed hands and they kind of roll it around their webbed hands. And they look at you.
And then I want to grab another one and then like put it in front of Toad's face so that he eats it, and then they'll see him eat it, and they're like, okay, I know what's going on here.
Okay. Toad sticks out his tongue and grabs the sugar cube once again. And the other toads look at it and look back at Toad. And these gigantic tongues that are way too big for the sugar cube come out and just engulf it and pull it in. And then they return to their standing position.
The friends.
Did they like it? Do we know what just happened?
You can roll insight to see if you...
Yeah, I'm gonna roll some insight. Dang it!
You are too shocked by the fact that these bipedal frog people are standing in front of you. You have no clue what they're thinking.
Okay.
Head empty, no thoughts. That's what you think.
Okay, I want to like put Toad, like I want to like put my hand towards my shoulder so Toad can hop in there, and I'm just gonna like approach them with Toad in my hand.
Oh, you're approaching.
They don't seem to react at all. Then suddenly one of them, on the right, makes this very loud, echoing bullfrog noise. No, like a ribbit, I guess that's what they call it. What do you call
Rope, if you will.
Croak, yeah.
Broke.
Croak. Thank you. That's the word.
Big noise.
Like ribbit's not the word. He croaks this deep guttural bullfrog noise, and his pouch under his mouth expands really big and closes suddenly. You start to hear more sounds like that echo around the trees, like really ugly spring peepers. What do you guys do?
I look back at him like I think Toad has communicated safe passing for us.
Okay.
Sure. Let's send it, dude.
Send it. I just wanna hold Toad out and keep it, just walk a little. Keep walking forward.
Have Toad extended.
You just like have him in two hands and you
Yeah, just two hands, just just in my hands, just cupping
Just
him.
holding him
Yeah,
out,
just
dude.
walk- yeah.
As you walk forward, they part the way and
No way.
let you pass.
That's ridiculous.
As soon as Sirius passes, they step back into formation, blocking the rest of you.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey,
serious.
can
We're gonna
you-
need some help over here.
Yeah, can you have Toad tell them that we're friends as well?
Okay. I want to grab like my pouch of sugar cubes and and throw it overhead, like over the turtle, or not the fucking frogs, so that the boys have them. The little pouch of sugar cubes, and I'll just say use this to bargain.
Okay.
As the cube bag flies over their heads, suddenly the frogs squat and they look up. And they start looking around suddenly, and they make more of those croaking noises. And you hear croaks all throughout the forest, the swamp.
All right,
It
boys,
starts
let's
to-
run. Send
Okay.
it.
Yeah, well,
Let's go,
I'll
send it.
quickly start moving through.
And you guys break into a run.
I want to keep Toad in my hands, out in my hands.
Isn't there?
Okay.
Isn't there someone
um,
who's slow, like 20 move speed?
I mean, the dwarves are 25.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so, but you're able to still, like, if you're running and everything, you're not taking the directions, you're able to make up a good, 50 feet of movement anyway.
Yeah.
As you start to run, you start to hear these small little noises, and there's little. You hear little plops in the mud, and as they hit trees and different woods around them, and everyone except for Sirius starts to feel pricks on the side of their necks and on their arms. Everyone needs to roll. Everyone except for Sirius needs to make a Constitution save. And for the dwarves, this is against poison, so you have advantage.
Let's go.
22. Let's go. Let's get him in here. 18. Yep.
Okay,
18.
okay,
Yep.
boys.
Yep. Let's get. Come on, boys. Let's
Lit,
go.
okay?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
What's
go.
up?
I think that's the first time
Yo,
we've all
even-
actually rolled
even-
good.
I know.
Sylvander rolled a 19 too.
Oh,
Holy,
huge!
we're so up.
As these darts are hitting you, you're able to rip them up and start throwing them away as you start to run through the wood, through the swamp. And you just hear the croaks and the croaks and the croaks behind you. Sirius, nothing has been aimed at you at all as you hold out Toad. And as you run, the croaks start to die down as their ammunition runs out, and you can look back and you just see that there's figures in the trees, humanoid frog-like figures in the trees, but they are stopped following you. And this was a success
Let's go.
because everyone resisted the voice.
What's up?
Yo, Toad. I knew that'd be my boy.
Toad came through. Not
How
for
come
everybody.
you get Toad,
unfortunately.
but my frog just left after attacking me?
You did
You
roll 4 on
squeezed
your
him.
animal handle.
Yeah, true.
I
You
probably
squeezed
did
him, you
squeeze
know?
him a bit, yeah.
Yeah,
You
you gotta give him
I
So
was-
sugar.
grabbed him with force.
He's only going to be the person who rolled the highest that got a frog, but the 2 nat 20s was hard to pass up. As you escape into the swamp, things start to quiet down again. Even the noise of the swamp start to quiet down again as you suddenly feel like you're in a familiar place. Up ahead, you
Frog.
see light. A small, moss-covered hut starts to appear between the trees. As you see the house of the Witch of the Ways once again.
We made it.
Nice.
There's a figure standing right outside the door. She comes down the walkway to greet you all. It's so good to see you all again. Please come in for some tea.
Aren't you a sight for
Sylvander looks
sore
very
eyes?
ignorant.
I just grab Sylvander by the shoulder and just start walking with him.
Sylvander's
I put my arm
eyeing
around his shoulder.
this random lady. This old, wart-covered crone. As she gestures for everyone to enter her hut once again. As you go inside, the table is set very much like before. She waves her hand as you come inside, and small cups appear, and tea is poured. This time, there's actually what looks to be some bottles of different alcohols also floating in the air. That kind of settle themselves down. They don't pour themselves, but they are available. The witch actually grabs one that looks to you all like a whiskey bottle and pours a little bit into her tea. Stirs it up a little bit and says, "To what do I owe the pleasure?"
The pleasure is all ours. But also, we need some help.
We have the big time man now.
He starts laughing, like this evil laugh that, if you hadn't met her in the past, probably would have sent shivers down your spine. And you can see Sylvander just literally shivering in his seat. But to the rest of you, this is now something of an old friend. It's a creepy friend, but it's a friend.
Take friends where you can get them.
Especially powerful ones.
Well, you know my currency. You know that I only deal in secrets. And I'm assuming you have brought me new secrets. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come here.
Yeah, we
What
have.
secrets do you seek?
We're not necessarily looking for a secret this time. We need your help with some magic.
To you, my magic is a secret, so I will take
Ooh.
that. What secret of my magic do you wish to utilize?
Teleportation magic.
She sighs and she stirs her whiskey tea. And she downs it all in one gulp. Everyone wants to get somewhere faster.
I mean,
And I
if
think
you're
that
wanting me to
someone
stick
really understands
around, you just let me know.
This dude.
She looks at you. Are you willing to play something?
Like, you got some board games or something?
Good luck with your quest to find your.
Can you guys believe this witch just
Great.
made me lose the game?
Oh.
Oh my
No
god.
way, bro.
Wow, the ultimate fourth wall
Honestly,
break. Holy.
That's insane.
Nah.
I mean,
Are you
That's-
willing to play the game? Well, we're playing.
You're playing it. Well, I need some secrets. This is a big secret. I think it would need quite a few.
All right, I'll go first. I got
Secrets
dibs.
from-
I go first.
First, I would like to know the secret as to why you need teleportation.
See, that was gonna be the secret that I gave you.
That's what I was gonna say too.
If that's the only secret you brought, you are all in for an interesting night.
I mean, obviously.
I got a
Yeah.
secret that's kind of different, but it's kind of similar at the same time.
Let's just present them. Flint, what is your secret?
So M is a bad guy. Bet you didn't know that, did you?
no, I think she did.
Also, he told me that he would help me become famous, and he didn't, and now I'm heartbroken. Because I wanted him to be a friend, you know? I wanted him to be that person that helped me get where I wanted to go in life, and
See, that's a better secret. Of course, I knew that this M person wasn't right. But knowing that you wished he was better, that's a good secret.
I'm just tired of people that I get close to not being who I thought they were, or not living up to the expectation I had like set for them.
It's a common denominator here.
Shut up, serious. You're part of that group.
I'd hope so.
Oh, no. I hope so. Sheesh.
The witch is like smiling like she hadn't before. She's like grinning like actually kind of stupidly like Toad. Just grinning. What's another secrets? What's other secrets can you trade me?
Me specifically, or like just everybody?
secret. I like your secret. I need something else though from your companions.
Have you ever heard of the potion of destiny?
I have.
You ever heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Many a time. I've seen all the stuff.
Do you know what the potion does?
I do know what the potion does.
Excuse my companion. He clearly doesn't know how to play this game. Bro, you're asking for secrets, not giving them. Come on now.
I'm not asking what it does. I need to
He's
know if
asking
she
you.
knows the secret.
I have tried to crack the potion of destiny myself, but it is, to my knowledge, impossible. What is your secret?
You mean creating it?
I have never been able to do so.
We found a recipe for it in Thera. And M stole it from us.
As he seems wont to do.
So, how about I give
I
you
like
the promise of a secret, and once we recover the recipe, I'll bring it back to you.
Do I not have the copy still?
No, he took the copy.
Yeah, he took everything.
Oh, he took both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went
Or
through your
you can
stuff.
use some shenanigans magic, and now I can tell you through that.
I like the idea of figuring out this secret for myself. If you can tell me who created this recipe, I will accept this secret, and you don't need to have a promise of secret.
Okay, the person who created the recipe is the master alchemist in Thera. At their grand library thing.
Roll deception.
Isn't that the truth?
No, it was found. It was found there.
Oh, well, Khan thinks that.
Was it Quintorius Land? Is that who? it was? Or was that just some random dude who
Oh,
wrote
it
a
is
book?
Quintorius Land.
For
You're right.
his land.
Okay, well,
I completely forgot about that guy. I'll say that instead. I completely forgot.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't trying to lie.
I was
I
like-
just completely forgot who did it.
Okay, yeah, I was like, no. Oh, okay, well that's interesting.
I'll just
idea.
say, yeah, we found things that indicated someone by the name of Quintorius Land was the
Ooh.
creator of this recipe. I'm not personally familiar with who that is, but you might be.
I believe he's dead.
No, but I like the challenge of figuring out who that is, and maybe if he is dead, that is my journey. But I do think that this is a good enough secret.
I'll reach into my bag and I'll give her a Book of Destiny. I have the Book of Destiny by Quintorius Land, and I'll give her that book.
Thank you. This is a great place to start. She seems very, very happy so far. I do think that using my
Does that count
powers
as a
to-
secret?
No, I think that was just nuts. But I am willing to hear your secrets.
1 second. I'm gonna message you.
Okay. No. She doesn't know that.
Wait, I've talked to her in Thieves Camp before.
Is she?
When I asked her about.
Then, yes, then yes.
That's when Drew tried to
You
cast a
certainly
spell
can.
to understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
This dude trying to eavesdrop.
The witch lights up as Sirius starts talking in gibberish that none of you understand. And the witch looks absolutely giddy. That is a secret, Sirius.
I look at her kind of ashamed, and I say, "I'm glad you enjoyed the secret."
May I ask you a question, Sirius?
Sure. Why not?
Do you feel that now? And she says this out loud and not in Thieves' Camp.
Mm. I say, I'm not proud, but I'd do it again.
Very interesting. With that powerful of a secret, I think only one more is required.
I'll tell you my secret.
By all means.
So, I'll do some backstory first. So that tablet was used for not a very good purpose. Em was using it to summon a dead dragon. But to be honest with you,
Something that
that was kind of fun.
see that is teetering on the edge of a good secret, but the problem is your love for necromancy is written all over you. I'm not sure if that secret is strong enough. I'm not sure that secret is secret enough.
What if I said I wanted to keep that dragon alive?
Oh. Now that's interesting. That's strong. You wanted to bring back a dragon and then not defeat it, but keep it.
Yes.
There are no more dragons in this world. Is your secret that you would do so for fame, for glory, for power?
For that, I do not know.
That's the last part of the secret I need. Why? Why would you want it alive? Why would you want to keep a walking mound of bone?
I guess it would make me feel powerful.
It's a good secret. Well, friends, your secrets are always safe.
I hope so.
Wish to trade again? My home is open to you all. Now only one secret remains. Where is it you want me to take you?
Want to go to Laurel.
The ruins of the old empire.
We believe that's where M's
And
headed.
here you will find M. Here you will exact your revenge.
God willing.
I don't know if it's so much revenge as it is undo
Justice.
something that we did and exact justice. Yes.
Very well. Do any of you know exactly where it is you would like me to send you?
To the
What?
cavern underneath the castle, yeah?
Are you sure it's not a tavern?
Send us to the castle,
Okay.
the old castle.
If I remember right, only Flint's.
He told us. He told us.
Yeah,
told
I
us.
told everybody because I misspoke.
Yeah, he told you, but Flint was the only one that actually saw where it was, though. Correct? Because he.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, on
I
the
have the
map.
map. I have the map.
Yeah, we all saw it. You don't have it anymore.
You all
but
saw
we
the
saw
map.
it.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't
He
have it
was the one
anymore,
that
but I had the map.
read the map. She nods.
Does she need to like point to it on a map?
I probably. She does conjure a map right in front of her. Just
So
kind of
I have
appears in a
my
thin air.
background is Wanderer, and it says I have an excellent memory for maps and can always recall like
Okay.
general layouts and stuff. So I could probably like
Awesome.
draw it out for her.
Huge.
Yeah, so she does have a map that she just conjures out of thin air with a wave of her hand, and she passes the map to Khan upon request. She even conjures a bottle of ink and a quill as well for you to mark. And Khan, with your Wanderer background, you're able to recall exactly where it was in Laurel. Probably right around that area. Now, the map wasn't super specific in terms of the visual aspect of it, but you do know the area enough for her to be able to make the spell work properly. Well, do any of you have any more questions for me?
I do.
All right.
M stole the tablet that you gave to us the last time we were here, and it seems like a dangerous relic for anybody to have. Do you want it back?
I think that would be wise.
Okay.
Your secrets were very well received last time, and I was happy to trade it for that. But
I will bring it back then when we're done.
I think.
And this might not be a secret you want to share, but is there a way I can find you like way easier than like all the shenanigans we have to do like every time?
Can you give us a Hearthstone or something?
Yeah. Yeah, set my in here, please.
He reaches into her cloak and pulls out a small sending stone, very similar to the one that Sirius had, and hands it to Yukon. Contact me on this, and we'll take the expressway.
Sounds
Thank
good.
heavens. Also, who are these frog people that you hang out with?
She looks up at Flint. And they live here. I don't hang out with them.
Yeah, be respectful of the frogs.
Sorry, no, I love Toad as much as the next person, right? But
This is not my swamp. Just I live here.
wait,
It just don't mind my insensitive friend. He has problem relating to anything other than.
I have
Because
I
I
have
have
a
sports and everybody with sports.
I have a question.
Yes.
Earlier, we were dealing with some vines,
Hmm.
and they were pulling Flint away. Did you have anything to do with that?
No.
Okay.
This swamp has a mind of its own.
All
That's
right,
what I
so
thought.
Flint was just attempting to commit fucking Arakiri.
Well,
I believed that you would protect me, and so I just relaxed and let the vines take me.
swamp is a dangerous
Well,
place.
However flattered I am, I barely even knew you were coming.
Okay, you're telling me you don't have like some kind of arcane ward on the entrance of this jungle that notifies you when people walk in to the jungle?
Can you stop insight checking the witch who's about to teleport us to where we
Sorry,
need
you're
to
right.
go?
My bad. Thank you.
Some secrets are for me only. Now, please, everyone stand.
I wanna wait before we leave. I wanna take Toad and put him on the floor and say take care of him. I don't think it'll be safe where we're going.
I will do so gladly. And she reached her hand down and gingerly picks him up and puts him on a shelf. And he's just there smiling. Stupidly.
I could just
Can I-
cry.
I'm gonna grab one of the bottles of alcohol that's floating around the room and say, "Can I take this for the road?"
Yes, you can.
All right.
Take care of
she
him. He
waves
loves
her-
sugar cubes.
You gotta
she
let him go
waves her
serious.
hand, and the table disappears. And as you all stand up, the chairs disappear, and you're left with an open floor. She waves her hand one more time, and runes and lines appear on the ground in a circle, surrounding all of you. And she starts to use magic and chant as this like pinkish purple energy starts flitting around the room, starts to surround all of you. As you are about to leave via teleport, she shouts above the noise of the magic. One last secret, please. What does TBC stand for?
I gotta tell her, boys.
Discord. Let's pull up the Discord. We got a list here. We're ready for this.
No, she's gonna be the only one who knows the true name.
The final secret. TBC stands for Team Beat Cheeks.
And with that, the room disappears and you're all yanked across space, and suddenly you're in a very dusty place. It's inside of a building, but there's sand everywhere. There's furniture that's broken around you. There's stones that are leaning on each other. A broken window sits above your head. You can see a clear night sky and the ruins of the greatest empire that ever was, as you have arrived in Global. And that's where we're going to pick up tomorrow.
Wait, did Sylvander come with us? To
Yeah,
Goral?
he's with us.
Sylvander is
Yeah,
with you.
he's with
Yes.
Damn, bro, I had to leave behind Toad. Just wasn't safe.
Yeah, that's a good
wasn't
call.
Serious.
Same.
One last roll for Sirius today. Roll perception. You actually feel a little bit of a weight on your shoulder. And as you look, Toad has rejoined you.
It's
seeming to have
Toad.
jumped into the teleport spell along with all of you.
Hopefully
Toad
you
is
don't
not
die.
safe.
Toad said, "You ain't leaving me behind, buddy."
You're gonna have to cast a protection spell on Toad wherever we go.
Wait, I can talk to Toad now. I have 10 minutes.
Wait, yeah, you can actually
Oh
ritual and
my
talk to him.
gosh.
Yeah, crazy.
Dude, don't even
You're
worry.
actually gonna be my translator.
If Toad dies, I'll revivify Toad.
That's
I got these greater healing potions not for y'all, but for
Just
Toad.
for Toad.
Would that even
you
work
know
on
what? If
Toad?
anything happens to Toad, I will roll death saves for him. Okay?
Yeah, let's go.
No,
Yes.
trust. If Toad dies, he's not dying. That's the thing.
If Toad
Yeah,
dies,
we're-
TBC dies.
I was gonna say our whole
True.
campaign is a failure if Toad does.
I will bring Toad back to life, even if someone else dies. Toad takes priority.
Oh no,
Toad has to go on.
110%, by the way.
Yeah, save Toad over me. I don't care. Toad has to go on.
All right.
Moment.
Well, that was your journey to your final destination. Tomorrow we'll see where this all ends.
All right.
Should be a normal length session. Maybe. Hopefully, it won't go too long. But we'll aim for. Are we cool with 5 p.m. Pacific?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Like for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah.
5 Pacific. That's our normal start time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay. Yeah.
6.
Yeah. We're chilling.
That's that good. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that means we'll be able to finish up and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right, for sure.
All right. See ya.
I'm going to sleep.